You can't pick arms, tummy, thighs when it comes to fat loss. Your body decides first, not you. If I want to deflate this balloon, I can't let air out of one particular area. Same as body fat. If I want to lose body fat, I can't lose body fat from one particular area. It's going to happen all over. It sounds logical, right? Focus on the area you want to remove fat from. But is this really how it works? In this video, I'm going to break down why you can't spot reduce fat, what actually happens when you work a particular muscle or muscle group, and how to actually start seeing real definition, like visible abs, the right way. For anyone new around here, hi, I'm Joe, I'm a Team GB gymnast, and I help people build a body they are proud of and confidence to match via my online fitness program. If you want to hear more information about that, I'm going to leave a link down below where you can get yourself signed up or find out more about having me as your coach and helping work towards your fitness goals. People believe that training a specific area increases fat loss from that specific area. For example, doing sit-ups to lose some stubborn belly fat, or doing bicep curls to maybe lose some fat or loose skin around the bicep. But this isn't how it actually works. Studies show that working one area doesn't actually increase fat loss in that area. Fat loss happens systemically across the whole body. A 2013 study from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning found that targeted abdominal exercises didn't reduce abdominal body fat, even though core strength did improve. Fat is stored energy. When your body is placed in a calorie deficit, your body uses those fat stores as a source of energy, meaning you're burning fat. You can't control where the fat comes from first. Genetics and hormones decide this. This could be different for everyone. Some people store more fat around their hips, some people more around the stomach. It just depends who you are. You cannot target fat loss, but you can target muscle growth. This is the magic thing here, because targeting those muscles is what's actually going to give them definition and size for when that reduction in body fat comes, to make them appear better, make you look more toned, defined, and have a greater muscular stature. Muscle shapes and defines the body underneath the fat. When I was training as a gymnast, I thought that endless sit-ups would give me those six-pack abs that I always wanted. But what I started to realize was that it's more about what's underneath and what was on top. Targeting your abs, targeting a particular muscle group will help develop, grow, build that muscle, which can help the muscle appear bigger, greater, more defined at a higher percentage of body fat. But you need to be reducing body fat that is covering those muscles via placing yourself in a calorie deficit in order to actually achieve the look that you desire. Placing the muscles under stress is absolutely essential in order for them to develop and grow. But if those muscles are still covered by a high percentage of body fat, you're not going to get the look you want. Once I started focusing on my nutrition and eating in a small calorie deficit, this is where I started to see the changes in my body I actually wanted. I started to see my face looking a little bit slimmer, my hips looking slimmer, my abs starting to become more defined. This is exactly what was happening. My body was using those fat stores as energy because it needed it. By lowering my overall body fat percentage, this is where the real hard work from those sessions, building the muscles, developing a good all-rounded physique really started to show up. It wasn't just the sit-ups that gave me the six-pack look. It was building the muscles and lowering my body fat. People often come to me and look for a toned look. And what I always say to them is, essentially, toned look is more definition. And definition is where good muscle mass meets a low body fat percentage. So what's the actual solution here? Focus on a well-rounded strength training routine that hits all the muscle groups. If you have areas that you particularly want to focus on, maybe train them a little bit more. Place yourself in and maintain a small calorie deficit. This is going to help you slowly lose fat over time. Make sure you're eating enough protein to maintain that muscle mass while you are in a small calorie deficit. If you don't have the protein high enough, you'll see more muscle wastage than you want. Keep active, increase your expenditure, of course. This is going to help make the calorie deficit a lot easier because the more you move, the more you can eat. That's the bare bones of it. And be consistent. This isn't going to happen overnight. This is going to be the work of weeks, months down the line. Be consistent. You'll be amazed at the results you can see. You can also think of your body like a sculpture. You've got to chip away all the little bits of rock or body fat in this instance to actually reveal the sculpture underneath. And obviously that is the well-defined, muscular, well-built physique underneath the body fat. So remember, you cannot spot reduce body fat. A bit like I can't choose where I'm going to take the air from when I deflate this balloon. However, with a well-rounded routine, you can build the body you want by developing a good amount of muscle mass and lowering your overall body fat percentage. If you're looking for some extra support with this and you want to find out more about hiring me as your coach, in the description there's going to be a link where you can find out more on what I do for you, what I help, the exact process, design training program, help you with nutrition, all of that jazz. And if you've enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would like it, maybe subscribe if you want to see more, and YouTube's going to recommend a video right here that you're going to enjoy. See you soon.